Hey guys, it's Morgan coming to you with another review slash install slash first look slash whatever kind of, anyway, whatever. The wonderful people at Intech sent me the Mousse Balls from Mr. Wolf in Italy. These are another solution to not having any air in a tire. I like that. I like those solutions. I don't like solutions that add more chambers of air, tubeless. I like to remove that possibility if at all possible. So this one seems pretty cool. It is a whole system of lots and lots of little balls, Mousse Balls, harvested from Alaska. And you jam them all in there and you can tune the PSI feel of the tire with the balls by putting more in. It makes it tighter, less in, whatever. And you get extra Mousse Balls so that you can go faster, and then also you can replace them as they do wear. If they hold up like Mason is saying, then that's going to be really cool. I'm excited about that. So let's dig in and see what these things even look like. It does come with lube, as I would imagine. Instructions like everything else these days. You got to scan a QR code. We'll do that in here a bit. Got some rim stickers, Mr. Wolf stickers. I like this Mr. Wolf guy. He's pretty cool. They're nondescript lube. I'm sure it's the same silicone kind of stuff that everybody else is using. Haha! Here they are. They're like tiny little mousses. They even say Mr. Wolf. And they have an arrow. They're definitely shaped. You can see that. They are shaped as a certain way to go in. So you don't want to put them in like that with the curve going the wrong way. It's got an F for front. One of the really cool things about these is that as a shop like me, we could just stock one part number per front, one part number for rear, pretty much across the board. Now, if you have a huge big tire, like maybe that giant fat one over there on my XR, they do make one larger size, but that's an extreme case. Generally, you can get away with just one part number front and rear. So that's really cool. One part number for the front, one part number for the rear. That's awesome. So now I'm going to scan this thing and see how they want me to lube it. I've been lubing just a little bit in the, putting the lube in the tire and letting it work around. I'm gonna see if that's what they recommend or if they recommend me doing something different. All right, guys, look at the instructions. It's actually really good. I just got them here on my phone, whatever. What they're saying is that they want me to lube each ball. I think that is probably because since they are separate entities, if I just put it in the tire, it would not maybe get between the Mousse Balls. And if it didn't do that, you're gonna get a lot of friction. It's gonna build heat. It's gonna break these things down. So I'm gonna set you guys down, probably turn the time lapse on here and install these. And then once we get them installed, we'll talk about them before we actually put the tire on the rim. All right, guys, got the Mousse Balls installed, and honestly, it kind of looks cool. So it's pretty sweet. I went ahead and just installed all but two because they say on the box it comes with 2 extra. Now, in the instructions, it talks a lot about tuning this thing by taking some out or putting some in. I personally like a very stiff front tire. Like, I don't want a tire, I don't mind if it bounces a little bit. I want it to be nice and firm when I corner and things like that. So I'm okay with it being a little stiff. They also say that they grow 30%. When they get hot, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going with that many. I don't know how, I have no idea how many that is. I didn't count, but it's a lot. It's all but 2. So now let's install. I'll show you how they say to do that. All right, guys, so it's a lot like a normal Mousse. The biggest difference is they want you to start with one of the balls squared up on the rim lock. And that makes sense because if you had it at the thing, or like in a split in it, I could see how it could like work those out and then get a real dead spot in there. So we're gonna start with one of the balls right on that. Also guys, this is a Bridgestone M59, just so you know. That's the tire I'm trying it out in with this mini balls. Put it right on the rim lock, like that. And I can say that the foam in this definitely feels different than the Nitro Mousse foam. And again, I am not taking anything away from Nitro Mousse, man. They have been so good to me. But as a channel slash shop that's trying to bring you the most information we possibly can, I gotta try new things. Nitro Mousse has sponsored me for a long time. I'm not quitting using Nitro Mousses, but I want to try these out and get back to you guys and let you know how they are. I'm just gonna do a normal mousse install like technique, and we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna go really well. Feels like, actually feels like it might go easier than normal. All right guys, there we go. It seated the bead all the way around both sides by itself. Let's kind of do one of these here. See how it does bounce test. That's actually pretty good. It doesn't bounce like a one with air in it, which is what I like about mousses, is the kind of a dead feel, keeps the wheel on the ground. All right, I'm excited. Let's do the rear. So I'm gonna take my extra mousse balls from the front, put them in a plastic bag. You notice they kind of picked up some dirt, so I was wiping that off as I install them. You definitely don't want any extra dirt. I don't do a whole ton of sealing on my rims, so dirt's gonna get in there anyway, but the less the better. Keeps it from getting too... Here are the rear mousse balls. Let's take a look and see how big they are. I'm sure. Again, we're not doing surgery here, so it's not that big a deal, but you want to keep your balls as clean as you can. Boom. There they all are. They feel just the same markings. They say R on them and how to mount them. So again, here goes the time lapse. We're mounting these in a V-Moto Force AT with the Apex compound, so the super sticky stuff. All right guys, we've got the rear ones installed. I'm still gonna leave two out. These ones ended up in this tire, this 110-100 V-Force, ended up being a few more gaps, right? So, or a little bit bigger gap, but not bad. Again, they say to try to even those out, so I might mess with them a little bit. Same deal with the rim lock. Let's install these things. All right, guys, seated the bead both sides without any kind of air. Ooh, I like that bounce test. Like, nice. I'm excited. Huge thank you to Intech and James Richards. Thank you for the Mousse Balls. I'm really excited to try them out. I have tried some other kind of things like that, and I've done a lot of wedging with old mousses, and I'm really excited about how this is going to work out. The mousse feels really good. I found out also that Mr. Wolf is the same people who build the Pirelli mousses. If these things perform or last at all like Pirelli mousses, this is going to be another game changer, guys, because I ran Pirelli mousses and they were definitely crazy expensive, but man, were they good. The feel was good. They lasted forever. They were awesome. I just couldn't justify, they didn't last forever, but I couldn't justify buying them. These ones, just so you guys know, retails $189. per wheel. And that is more than a Nitro. Nitros are like 134, 135. Michelin is more than, I think they're 200 now. So it's in between. If it gets 50 to 60 or even longer percentage longer life than all the other ones, it's going to be worth the money. Super excited. Thank you, Mousse Balls and James. I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys on the next one.